Paleto Bay is the most forgotten town in GTA Online because it is far from downtown Los Santos. But in this series, I will be purchasing every property in Paleto Bay to bring this town to prosperity. So without further ado, let's jump into it. All right, so welcome back to the King of Paleto Bay. We're on episode number 16. And first things first, we need to go over how much money I have because, well, something happened. Let's just put it at that. I don't exactly remember how much money we were sitting at last episode, but now we're sitting on $2,274,000. And, well, I knew at the end of last episode we were not over $1 million. And, well, I will explain what happened. Pretty much this is my second attempt trying to record episode number 16. Yeah, for some reason, my video files got corrupted. Very unfortunate. Yeah, we're now sitting on $2,274,000. We're not going to be purchasing anything this episode, though. This episode is going to be all about the salvage yard, the last DLC that was released in December, or at least last December. So last episode, we went over the bail office, which is where I'm currently staying at the moment. And this episode is going to be all about the salvage yard. So we're going to do all the salvage yard robberies for this week. And then, like, in between, we'll try to do as many tow truck missions as possible. Then once I complete that final salvage yard robbery, we will see how much money we will have at the end, along with how long it took us. But before we do that, I'm actually going to go ahead. I'm going to go to the stash house. I'll go get some more supplies from my bunker from the stash house. And then I'm going to come back here. I'm going to come back to the bail office real quick. And I'll do the most wanted target. And I want to do that so we can continue working towards the career progress challenges for the bail office. But also, I'm sitting on $72,000. I'm sitting on $72,000 from the bail office agent. So I'm going to collect that right now, too. So yeah, I'm going to go out and go ahead and do the stash house. And I'm going to come back and do the most wanted target. I'm going to do all that quietly. I'm not going to be commenting since this video is supposed to be all about the salvage yard. So yeah, once we complete that, I'll come back and we'll see how much money we're sitting on. I just kind of want to check this out, but the gun van is right here in Paleto Bay. It's in the heart of Paleto Bay. Came all the way out here to visit us. Really appreciate that. Yeah, this will allow us to actually make a purchase from the van. And says, well, last episode, the episode that you didn't get to see, I made over $1 million. I feel like I should at least spend something, you know? So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to purchase the railgun. The Widowmaker is actually discounted, and the railgun, oh, it's 10% discounted, I guess. But Widowmaker is 40% discounted. I'm not going to get that since we already have the minigun. It's pretty much the same thing. Don't really need it. I don't need that. I don't need the military rifle. And then to be honest, like, it is so cheap. I might just get the RPG too. Okay, so I'm going to get the railgun right there. Very nice. And then we'll go ahead and get the RPG since it's just pretty cheap. All right, there we go. Wow, was not expecting to make these purchases, but yeah, there we go. So my heavy weapons are grenade launcher, and then there we go. There's our RPG right there, minigun, as I said earlier, a homing launcher, and now a railgun. Okay, so we're pretty legit when it comes to the heavy weapons. But anyways, yeah, let me go ahead and do the stash house, and once I complete that, I'll go ahead and do the most wanted target. And then once we're done with all that, we'll come back to see how much money I'm at. All right, and there we go. Brock Thompson has been secured, so we got that done. Not too bad at all. Okay, so there we go. I think that's pretty much what we need to do from the bail office, or at least that's what I wanted to get done. But yeah, before I leave the bail office, the only thing that I'm actually going to be doing in this episode that's not from the salvage yard is actually going to be from the agents. I'm going to be doing bail agents, but I'm not going to be collecting the money. All the money from the bail agents, they just collect in this wall safe right here. I'll collect that after we test out what's going to happen here with the salvage yard. But anyways, let's go over to the salvage yard. All right, so we've made it over to the salvage yard, and it's time for us to actually test it out. But before we do that, I want the wall safe to be completely wiped. We have $21,000 in here. We'll just collect that. All right, so there we go. So like I said, I'm going to start a timer as soon as we start up a tow truck mission. So my goal is to do a tow truck mission, and then after we do a tow truck mission, we're going to get started with our first salvage yard robbery. Then we have 2 more salvage yard robberies after that. But in between all those salvage yard robberies, I'm going to be trying to do tow truck missions to get even more money. We'll get money from that directly, but that also affects how much money we can get from our wall safe each day. So yeah, we're going to try to make this as efficient as possible. But anyways, we need to check how much money we're going to be making in this episode. So right now, we're sitting on $1,665,000. I'm going to write that down. And then once we get to the end, we'll see how much money we'll have. Now, another thing too, Brock Thompson still has to be processed, so I'm gonna have to subtract that out. But anyways, so yeah, let's get in the tow truck, and as soon as we start up this tow truck mission, I'm gonna start up the timer. All right, so I'm in the tow truck. Let's start the tow truck mission, and the clock right now. All right, clock's running. Let's go. All right, so we need to get the Karen Futo. This location is 2.6 miles away, I think. So when I tried to do this earlier, I was not doing anything above 3 miles. 3 miles or less I am going to do. And this one, 2.5 roughly. Yeah, we're definitely going to be doing this one. All right, there we go. We just took the Karen Futo in. And, okay, Brock Thompson has just been paid. I got to write that down. That was $121,000. Oh, also, yeah, my agents are done. Let me go back to my bail office, send those agents out. Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, I'm doing this so I can just get a little further on my career progress challenges. I mean, literally all I'm doing is just sending these guys out. I'm just spamming right on the D-pad. Okay, and there we go. So now I go back to the salvage yard, and then once we get back to the salvage yard, we'll get started with the salvage yard robbery. Another thing too, I can't do tow truck missions back to back. There's like a short delay, which is a little bit annoying. So yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and start up the first mission for the salvage yard robbery. Okay, so let's go down here. What are the vehicles? Wait, isn't the Turismo Maggio one of them? Oh wait, no, no, never mind. That's what I got when I tried to record this video earlier. So we have the Dinka Canjo SJ, the Classic Figaro ZX, and the Pagazzi Torero XO. We're going to start out with the worst one, the Dinka Canjo SJ. Which one is it? The Gangbanger robbery. Okay, I'm cool with this one. I like the Gangbanger robbery. So yeah, first things first, we're going to do the planning work missions. And once we're done with the planning work missions, we're going to go ahead and do the tasks. All right, so for this mission, we had to go out and steal a police Maverick. And, well, here we go. I have the police Maverick in my possession. We need to take this to a drop-off location, which is going to be the Sandy Shores area, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, let me fly on up there, drop it off, and then yeah, we pretty much should be good to go. All right, actually the drop-off location was in Paleto Bay, which I'm very happy with. Let's drop this helicopter off. Okay, that was not a smooth landing at all. It is what it is though. Let's leave the area and we should be good to go. All right, and there we go. Police Maverick has been acquired. I drove past my salvage yard like a moron. Okay, so now we're going to go back and we're going to go ahead and do another tow truck mission because we have 2 slots for vehicles to be stored from tow truck mission. So we'll get another one. Okay, this one's just under 4 miles. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. And when we do this, when we jump into another session, they're going to force us to sit through a short delay in order to do another one. I'm literally just not going to sit here and try to wait to do another tow truck mission. So we're just going to get started with the next setup mission for the robbery. All right, so now it's time for us to get the tactical gear, so let's go out and get that. Okay, so we need to go to Rockford Hills. I remember exactly what I need to do here. We need to land pretty much on a roof. Let's actually land on the roof. There we go, much better. So yeah, there's a ton of enemies outside, so I'm just avoiding a lot of those enemies, just being smart. There's like one person I gotta take out here, but now I can just go inside the lockup. And now we need to locate the tactical gear. Let's see, there's a lot of people I gotta take out. Okay, I think everyone's taken out, right? I hope. No? Okay, now everyone's taken out. Okay, so now we have to look for tactical gear. And okay, this is gonna be the riot van. This is gonna be the one that we need to get because someone did tell me, or at least someone commented, so shout out to the multiple people that commented this, but you can like look through the windows here and like if you see anything like this, see like the little fencing that they have or like the little barrier that they have, that's the one. That's the van that we need to get. And you can see it through the windows. Essentially, the game wants you to like open up every single one, or at least open up the ones until you actually like find it. But when you can just look through the window, it saves you a little bit of time. But yeah, there we go. We have the riot van. Now let's just drive all the way back to the beautiful land of Paleto Bay. All right, and there we go. Tactical gear has been acquired. Let me go try again and do a tow truck mission. At the end of us doing all 3 salvage yard robberies, we're going to collect our wall save. So we'll see how much total money we get just from that. And we'll add that into our total. All right, but anyways, we made it over to our first task right here. What are we doing? Oh, we're getting the weapons or stashing the weapons. Okay, not bad. Not bad at all. This one's quick, which is good. I'm not a fan of the ones where we start like in the city. We have to collect something. We have to take it all the way back to our salvage yard, which is all the way in Paleto Bay. You know, not very efficient. Pretty much a time waste, but you got to do what you got to do when it comes to the town of Paleto Bay, the hardworking people. But anyways, we got our weapons, and now we need to go to the police station where this robbery is going to take place, and we need to stash it. All right, so here we go. We have made it over to the police station. That's where we're at. Here's the dumpster. All we got to do is just place his bag underneath the dumpster. And there we go. Now we just got to leave the area and we will be good to go. The weapons have been stashed. We have 2 more. All right, what do we get? Stealing stun guns. Oh, shoot. I think I am going to have to take this back to the salvage yard. I'm pretty sure. Okay, so there we go. We got the stun guns, and now we need to go all the way back to the salvage yard. So I'm going to sit back and take a long drive back to the beautiful town of Paleto Bay. Okay, there we go. We delivered the stun guns. I'm going to go back, and I'm going to try to do another tow truck missions, but they need to give me a location that's not too far away. Some locations are actually like in Paleto Bay, but like I'm giving it 2 miles. Within 2 miles, like I will do. Oh wait, I think the first one was a little more than 2 miles. Dude, 3.5 miles. Y'all are not getting the memo. All right, anyways, we're gonna spawn all the way back at the terminal once again at the Alice car meet. All right, we've made it over to this location of the final task. We need to get a getaway vehicle. This is definitely gonna be the toughest task out of the 3 tasks that we gotta do for the Gangbanger robbery. So yeah, we enter this auto shop right here, and immediately, oh wait, never mind. But there's a lot of people here. There's a lot of people. Once people know that we're here, it gets really hectic really quick. But luckily, I knew that, though, and I've done a decent job, at least in my opinion, to stay alive. I'd eat a few snacks, but nothing crazy. Okay, never mind. I thought I had good health there. I don't know what happened. That was me being stupid. Anyways, let's go back in the garage. Okay, so everyone's taken out. We have a ton of different getaway vehicles we can select, but I'm going to go with this one. What is this one called again? The Annis 300R. I think this one's the fastest one. Don't quote me on that. But anyways, we have to exit the garage. And now we have to put this at a marked location. Oh my gosh, I was being stupid. I was literally saying that we had to take this all the way back to our salvage yard. But no, we did not. Park this. Oh my gosh, there's multiple homeless people in here. Oops, I am so sorry. I guess. And now we just need to leave the area. We should be good to go. And there we go. Getaway vehicle has been stashed. Let's make it back to the salvage yard. So with that being said, let's get started with the actual robbery. Yeah, let's get started with the Gangbanger robbery. All right, here we go. The Gangbanger robbery. We're trying to get the Dinka Kanjo SJ. Okay, so we need to go get the police Maverick. Oh yeah, before we actually get into this robbery too, I do want to say, when I tried to previously record this episode, when I did 3 salvage yard robberies, I actually didn't get a 3 out of 3 on my elite challenges on any of those 3. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, there's like 3 little bonus objectives that you can do during these robberies. And if you get all 3, you get $50,000 in total. Okay, our Karen Futo, while I was talking, has just been salvaged for $31,000. But for the elite challenge, each challenge is worth $10,000. There's 3 challenges. So in total, you can make $30,000 from that. But then if you get all 3, you get an extra $20,000 bonus. I didn't get that at all. Pissed me off, which I've done these salvage yard robberies a decent amount, so I should be a little bit more automatic. But no, I was not. But I didn't have the Gangbanger robbery, which I'm pretty good at the Gangbanger robbery. Oh, I didn't get snacks either. Oh my gosh, I need to look at how many snacks am I at? This is probably gonna be bad. Oh, I got full P's and Q's, full sprunks, 5 ego chasers though, so we're a little under half of what I could have. Okay, so we've made it over to the police station. So first things first, we have to land on the roof. Let's make sure we're acting like someone that's supposed to be here. Okay, here's the last unit. We need to throw some gas in. All right, and yeah, pretty much we just gassed up the police station, and obviously some people are feeling the effects. Okay, so let's head on in, and we need to go down to the first floor. Okay, so we have to locate the cell keys. Where are the cell keys? There's a few different locations they could be at, but it's not in this room. One of the elite challenge. Oh, geez, I'm running the wrong way. One of the elite challenges, though. One of the elite challenges is to find the cell keys in a quick manner. I think it's a minute, but we got it. So let's head back this way, and we need to head to the basement. And we're supposed to be getting a guy. Oh, geez, no. Oh, thank goodness. We almost died. I would have been really frustrated if I would have died there. But anyways, we're trying to get a guy out of a cell named King Tiny. Okay, there we go. So we go to King Tiny's cell, open up the gate, and now King Tiny's going to get us out of here. Okay, so we're outside. Let's get the stash weapons, which is going to be underneath this dumpster. You know, honestly, I don't remember if there is an elite challenge for no lives lost. I mean, thank you, NPC. Some of them do, and let's do some getting away. But why are you on the stage? Oh my gosh, you are stupid. You are stupid, King Tiny. You should be Dumb Tiny. That's what your name is, Dumb Tiny. All right, anyways, we gotta lose the cops, and then we gotta go to LSIA. Okay, we have made it over to LSIA. There you go, King Tiny. Get in your helicopter, and please, go be stupid somewhere else. Okay, but we pretty much did that though because he gave us a location of where the ballers are at, their little hideout, and they apparently have the vehicle that we're looking for. I already forgot. Wait, it was like a Kanjo SJ. Yeah, I think that's what we're getting, a Kanjo SJ. Okay, so here we go, and we're being shot at. Okay, I don't have any snacks either, so we got to keep that in mind. Is there anyone else? Okay, I think we're good. So to get into the Kanjo SJ, now we got to take this all the way back to the salvage yard. But it's probably gonna be a little difficult just because I have like no health. Yeah, I'm already gonna die. Yep, thank you. Appreciate it. This is bad. I'm gonna be honest. I was not paying attention. All right, we finally have made it back to the salvage yard. I did it all once again. Didn't drive into the water like I did last time. Robbery complete, and we got 5 out of 5. No cop lives lost. So yeah, I didn't kill a cop. Jailbreak in 3 minutes. King Tiny has 75% health. I think I would have gotten all of that on our first attempt before I drove into the water, but that's good. So yeah, we got $50,000 there. Very nice. I am going to sell it off. $267,000. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. All right, so we have to deliver this Kanjo SJ all the way to the terminal, which is 8.2 miles away. It's a very far ways away. All right, so here we go. We've made it to terminal. Once again, not a scratch on the vehicle after an 8-mile drive. Pretty good. And there we go. Got $267,000 off of that. We have 2 more robberies that we have to do. All right, so I'm back at the salvage yard. Before we get started with the next robbery, I'm going to try to do another tow truck mission. Hopefully you get something that, you know, it's not 4 miles away. That would be great. All right, benefactor shafter. It's 3 miles though. I feel I gotta get the tow truck involved somehow, you know. Once again, I know there are shorter locations, but fine. I'll do this one. All right, we have made it back to the salvage yard. Finally did another tow truck mission. Whoop-de-doo. All right, so we're back at the salvage yard. Now it's time for us to get into our next salvage yard robbery. So this time we have to get the classy Vigero ZX for $335,000. And this one's the Podium robbery. Okay. So Gangbanger robbery and the Podium robbery are my 2 favorite ones. Unfortunately, though, we have 3 tasks that we got to do, but it is what it is. So once again, we'll get started with the planning work missions first with the LSDS disguises, and then we'll do the storage key card planning work mission. All right, so yeah, let's go out and get the LSDS disguises first. Wait, whoa. Dude, this location's 2.5 miles away? Bro, I have never gotten this location before. Oh, wait. No, I have. That's a lie. That is a blatant lie. All right, so we need to go to a treatment works. So here it is. Now we have to destroy some sewage tankers. I feel like it's a good time to pull out the railgun. Yeah. Well, bam. Oh, this is great. The new technology we have. And look at this new technology we have in Paleto Bay. So yeah, we need to turn these release valves so a bunch of stuff just gets spewed everywhere. Okay, there we go. All the release valves have been turned. Now we have to wait for the LSDS van to arrive. And once it arrives, we have to hijack it. Oh, I just got run over, but the LSDS van is here. But there's a ton of guards, man. Oh, it's military. That's okay, so we have the van. Now we got to lose the cops and then just deliver this vehicle back to the salvage yard. All right, and there we go. LSDS van has been acquired. I'm going to once again try to do a tow truck mission, but I don't have my hopes up. All right, what you thinking about today? What you 4, really? Like, do you all not listen? Like, when I tried to record this earlier, before all my files got corrupted, I was in some locations like less than a mile. So we should be ready to go for the finale. So yeah, we're fully set up now. We did our 2 planning work missions and our 2 task work missions. So yeah, now it's time for us to get started with the McTony robbery so we can go out and get the Torero XO. All right, so here we go, the McTony robbery. Okay, so here we go. The finale for this one is a little bit nice for us just because we are here in Paleto Bay. This finale takes place, or at least you have to go, yeah, you have to go to Paleto Cove. You go to Paleto Cove to start out with, only 1.5 miles away. Okay, so this is where the submersible is, so let's jump into the water, get in, and now we need to take this thing out to sea. And now we need to try to look for this big submarine, a big submarine. And here we go. This is the big submarine. So we need to enter this big submarine from the bottom. And here we go. We are entering this big submarine, and this is where this mission gets so weird and annoying. Anyways, we need to go to the engine room. Okay, I'm gonna try not to... You wanna know what I was just about to say? But anyways, we have to disable navigation systems. Oh, there's a guy right there. Can't see him because, well, that's a dark corner. Okay, so now we need to locate the head of security, which I guess is pretty cool. Yeah, the head of security. I always have a tough time trying to find the head of security. I don't know why. It just always happens. But I found the vehicle. That's great. This is not what I need, though. Wait, huh? How are we not? Oh my gosh, game. Y'all are so stupid. Most of these salvage yard robberies at least just make sense. This one is the furthest thing from making any sense. It's so bad. I worked that time. Oh, man. Oh, I just realized I did not get any snacks before this one either. That was very dumb. But anyways, we took out the head of security, and now we need to go upstairs. We need to go upstairs to the bridge. But it gets to the point where you don't even expect them. See, like, what? That's a perfect example. Where was that guy? It just makes no sense. Like, I was shooting people past him, and he was just chilling in the corner, not doing anything until I wanted to walk through the door. Like, yeah, it just makes no sense. All right, anyways, made it up to the bridge, and now we need to take control of the submarine. Okay, so we took control of the submarine, and we need to beach this at the beautiful beaches of Paleto Bay, which is a little bit annoying. Like, couldn't we have just done this at Vespucci Beach? Can we ruin their beaches? Why are we ruining our beautiful beaches at Paleto Bay? Okay, so here we go. Oh, it just always just kills me to watch this. Just ruining the beaches of Paleto Bay. Oh, whatever, though. Yeah, I don't know why the game just really wants to just destroy a beach of Paleto Bay. Okay, so here is the Torero. They activate the landing pad. Okay, so landing pad has been activated. Let's get inside the Torero XO. Let's get out of here. All right, so now we just need to lose the cops, and then we just need to take this back to our salvage yard, which is not too far away from here. Okay, so we're about to take the Torero XO back. Now, before we get back, I'm going to predict that this is going to be the one where we don't get 3 out of 3 elite challenges. It's going to be unfortunate. And we got 1 out of 3, yeah. Over 15 headshots. Find the head of security in 1 minute, and no lives lost. Did not complete those. All right, but anyways, we need to inspect the Torero, and we're going to sell it all for $401,000, and that'll be the final thing that we do. All right, so here we go. We have to deliver the Torero XO to the terminal. 8-mile drive once again, but you get to drive this beautiful car. All right, so we've made it to the terminal. Once again, not a scratch on the vehicle. Yep, and there we go. So I'm going to stop the timer right now. And there we go. We made $401,000 off of that. So the timer has been stopped. Okay, so we're back at the salvage yard. And before we collect our final total, let's collect the wall safe. We have $120,000 in the wall safe. Let me deposit that. All right, so now we're sitting on $3,055,000. Okay, so in total, we made $1,268,350 in the span of 4 hours and 7 minutes from our salvage yard. Now, we have to keep in mind that we have the Paleto Bay location for the salvage yard 1, but also I had to do the Gangbanger robbery twice, so that's probably at least another 15 minutes that had to be added just off of me being stupid. But I mean, you can see right there, almost $1.3 million, just under $1.3 million in the span of 4 hours, a little over 4 hours. If we had a better location, it could have been brought down to 3. So yeah, the salvage yard makes a lot more money compared to the bail office. Overall, I think the salvage yard and the Chop Shop DLC was a good DLC. It was just a bottom dollar bounties DLC. As far as money making was concerned, it's a little bit disappointing. So hopefully they can, provide us with a pretty decent money maker, but only time will tell. We have hopefully a few more days when this video comes out. Hopefully a few more days before a new DLC comes out. But make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications so you don't get to miss out on any of the King of Paleto Bay series. Make sure you check out this video right here if you want to see 46 minutes straight of vehicle advice in GTA Online.